Ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome. Happy Sunday. Smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you guys for joining me. How y'all doing today? What's going on, Tyler? Billy, smash the like button. All right. Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. Smash the like button on your way in. The Game of Thrones intro song is now complete, and we can get into our program as soon as I figure out what I'm doing here. There we go. Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. Market's pretty chill, actually. Pretty chill. Bitcoin is currently up 2.3%. Trading at 105,540. We had a bear liquidation candle, a bull liquidation candle, and another bear liquidation candle. A lot of traps happening. Very exciting stuff. This is why I don't usually play on Sundays. Sundays are a little too spooky for me. I'm kind of a wuss when it comes to Sunday price action. I can't comprehend it. There's no justification for it. It's just all over the place. So let's take a look at our chart. Yeah, look at that. Whew, that is spicy. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map and see what we got. Ooh, a lot of liquidity up top. We got 80 million sitting at 106, 125. Breaking all-time high this week. I wouldn't be surprised if we break all-time high tonight. It's getting spicy, man. But I also wouldn't be surprised if we just went straight back down. 106, 853. And then there's one more, I think. Way up here. 107, 905. Philly said what happened this afternoon. Everything went up, then dumped hard. What the F? This is a classic, like, Sunday trapping scenario. We had this wedge that we were watching, and we got to break out of it, a retest and continuation. That's what I would call that. We were also watching, if you guys are in the Discord, Total 3 was getting interesting as well. So, definitely something to keep an eye on, that's for sure. Bitcoin dominance, potentially rejecting at 64, that would be lovely. We'll see where she goes. Bitcoin itself, trying real hard to hit those liquidation points. That's nice. Did I do the ones below? I don't think I did. I need 104,750. And then one more. I just go all the way the heck down here. 103,375. Okay. So yeah, nice little fair distribution of liquidity. Let's see. ETH is down 1.15% on the day. Nice wick. This wick is indicative of buying pressure, which is lovely. The RSI is getting a little interesting. Momentum wave is to the downside, which is great. This was an ascending channel. It broke bearish, retested, failed. So is this going to be that liquidity grab continuation? That'd be nice. Otherwise, looking for 2250 on ETH. We did get a spike in liquidity though, so maybe people are starting to wake up. However, tomorrow will be the first day stocks are going to be trading after we got our credit rating decrease or whatever from Moody's, whatever that's supposed to mean. The entire country, I guess, just has bad credit or like not. It's like it went from like S tier to A tier, I guess. So people are a little upset. But ETH looks good. Sol looks great. Sol has this beautiful support line on the underneath, kind of holding everything up. Made a run for 175, got a rejection, did a little support touch right there, and is continuing to the upside now. RSI looks great. Momentum wave sitting in the middle. We'll see where Sol ends up. Total 3 up 1.64% on the day. Sol, by the way, is up 2.13%, which is pretty sick. Total 3 up 1.67% on the day. This thing we were watching in the Discord, we kind of had a little dip below, break above, a little, I don't know, toe touch below again. And this wick is nice. I don't know if this is going to hold. It would be nice if it did. I wouldn't be mad if it didn't, though. It just kind of looks like, in my opinion, this looks like the shakeout. Look at this. Is that what's going to happen? Because that's like almost identical. That is identical. That's the little W at the bottom. It's beautiful. So we'll see if that's what's happening. That would be pretty sick. We talked about the launch, the distribution, the shakeout, and then the launch again on most of these charts yesterday. ADA having trouble with this yellow trend line. Pulled back, got a little bit of a liquidity grab around 74 and 75. Currently chilling at 74.93. To get back above 75, I would be happy. It is up 0.89% on the day, looking good. SNEK is up 0.58% on the day. SNEK, we drew the second trend line yesterday because we noticed that we had broken the first one, and there was an opportunity for me to draw a second one to justify the bearishness without getting too bearish, which I'm all for. Currently chilling at 32,666. As long as it holds 30, I'm happy. If it breaks below, we're going to get a little bit spicy, and we'll have to see what happens. More accumulation for me. XRP is chilling at $2.40, up 2.17% on the day. Looking good. Is this a head and shoulders, maybe? That's actually quite possible. In which case, my target, if I was trying to be frugal, would be, oops, let's call it 214. See if she gets there. HBAR is up 1.59% on the day, looking good. Got a break below 20. It was ranging between 20 and 22. Broke below 20, struggled for a minute to get back above it, rejected, grabbed some liquidity down here at 18.5, rejected again at 20, and grabbed liquidity again at 18.5. Is this going to be a W scenario? We'll have to wait and see. GG said morning. What's going on, GG? Smash the like button on your way in. I appreciate you for joining. Swee looks good. Kind of looks like it did before, where it does the pump, distribution, shakeout, pump, distribution, shakeout. It's a little bit sloppy. Pump, distribution, shakeout. So we'll see if this ends up being this. It checks out with the lines. You got your line right here, your line right here. You're above, you're above, you're below, you're below, and then you eventually break up. So we'll see what happens. Close above 391 would be awesome. Like a solidified close, not just a close and then a rejection, like it has had already. Tyler said, can you add pin link to your watch list? Is it available? Yes, it is. Very nice. Okay. What are we getting rid of? Should we get rid of OP? I don't really like OP. Yeah. I'm going to get rid of it, I think. Otherwise, what else do we not really like? OP. Yeah, I'll do OP. People can request it if they want it. No one's really ever asked for OP, so I don't really care. Is that rude? Maybe that's rude. Beautiful. All right, we'll put that up right here. Anyways, sweet. We just looked at that Ondo. Ondo's up 2.76% on the day. Like I said, we're just laddering up. As long as we got higher lows, and this is the next point of confluence, this 90. So as long as we hold above that, I'm happy. We got our spike up, our dip, spike up, dip, spike up. Notice each dip is higher. It's literally one line at a time. 1, 2, 3. There's no lines in between here right now. So looks really good. Mike Joey said alligator head and tail pattern. Sure. Tyler said my 20x still riding. Did we break 106? I don't know. Maybe? Let me look. Right now our high is 105,980. Philly said OP F'd me, so get rid of it. Okay, I like that reasoning. I like it. Aerodrome. Ondo, I want to see Ondo get above 95.35. That's that big point that we've been watching for quite some time. Did I go through Ondo? I went through the little pattern. So we talked about Ondo ranging between $1 and $1.09. And then it broke below, and we said 95 was going to be a big point of contention. Got our retest of $1, rejected, broke below, grabbed some liquidity at 90. Tried 95 one more time, didn't quite make it. Grabbed more liquidity at 90. See if we make it this second time around. That's gonna be a big deal. If we don't hold that and we break below 90, then something's spicing up. Arrow. We called for this to either continue to the downside or the upside, and you know that's kind of a stupid, I guess, call out because obviously it's going to go up or down. But right now it looks like it's setting up a little W on 62. If it doesn't make it, then as I said the other day, my target was 45, and that's if this is a bear flag. And that's just based off of this, which is still a higher low on the macro time frame, so it wouldn't be bearish yet. But we had a beautiful WM pattern play out on this with a retest of our, I'm going to call it a neckline. If this was like two shoulders, a retest of our neckline. Didn't quite actually make it all the way down. We did one of those. Yeah. So it was just on a slightly different trajectory. You know, it didn't get as bearish as I thought it was going to be. What's nice is if we break this, we still got one more support right here at 60. If it breaks below 60 and then 55.8, then we're probably in trouble. Pinlink. Pinlink is down 0.73% on the day. Very choppy Pinlink. We got 20 minutes until the daily close contest, so make sure you guys stick around for that. Also, smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. If you guys want to follow along with the compound trading challenge, the Discord link is in the description down below. And there's a compound trading channel in the Discord where I'm posting all of my daily updates. If there is an update, sometimes if I double my intake for that day and I reach like day 3 or 4 ahead of time, then I might skip a day, take a day off, because the timeline allows it. But my biggest thing is going to be to not force trades, because that's a no-no. Pinlink, it's sitting at a high low, which is great. We got this beautiful distribution right here. Volume is pretty consistent. It does kind of seem like it's tapering off, which is maybe indicative of a move to the upside. I do see kind of a trajectory when I zoom out like this. I see this. Let me redraw that. Hold on. One of these. Yeah. So that'd be nice if it started to grind up. You know what I mean? We'll see. That's just me looking at this 4-hour MXC chart that I've never seen before in my life, so take that with a grain of salt. It is very bottomed out right here, hopefully. I can't really see it going any lower. If it does, then something's wrong. But 50 seems, or 60 seems very strong support. So we'll see what happens. Render beautifully touched our blue line, our midpoint liquidity pullback that we called. So we broke into our range, established a nice little range right here in between 432 and 475. Rejected, broke back below, grabbed some liquidity at 4, blasted up to 540. Did a little choppy, blasted back down, grabbed some liquidity at our midpoint, which is precisely 450, and is now trying to make its way back up. If it can, then that would be awesome. We'll see what happens, though. We will see what happens. Polkadot is up 2.47% on the day, looking good. Currently trading at $4.72. So Polkadot has been quite interesting. Is this a wedge? This almost looks like a falling wedge, doesn't it? Interesting. I never noticed that before. So we had this falling wedge. We had a little fake out to the downside. And this, on a lower time frame, is probably a textbook inverse head and shoulders. It broke above. Used that to blast all the way up to 525. Did a little dance up here. Came back down. Got a little bounce off of 476. And then broke below. Little bounce off of 459. Came back above. Grabbed some more liquidity at 459 again. Hopefully, that's the move that we need to continue to the upside. But as of right now, we're chilling at 472. Giovanni said, "What's up, JJ?" John said, "LOL. I looked at the chart and saw the big daily candle for Bitcoin and thought, ooh, but I heard your voice, JJ, and now I'm here." Giovanni said, "Sunday dump day." Yes, yes, sir. Sunday dump day, indeed. We got a midday dump. Oddly enough, what we got was a big, beautiful spike up, which happened Sunday afternoon. Which I did say yesterday, when they stick us in this goofy little range, we usually don't break out of it until Sunday afternoon. We actually broke below and then broke above. So, right here. Broke below, broke above, came back down for a liquidity grab. But this dump right here, this is spooky. This is crazy to watch. It was actually quite interesting. Everyone's freaking out about this credit rating thing, but Bitcoin doesn't seem to care. They're shaking out some paper hands, and it's quite entertaining to watch. I will say that. It is quite entertaining to watch. So far, no one's freaking out yet, from what I've seen, but it's definitely interesting. Look at this volumes increase as well. This is so nice to see these big fat candles. I love it. Where were we? Polkadot. All right, CAS. So CAS had this lovely symmetrical triangle thing. We had a big one back here, broke bullish out of it. Used that to get all the way up to 12. And then traded in this lovely triangle. Broke bullish, little fake out, broke down, grabbed some liquidity at 10, and hopefully using that as a springboard. If that's a little W, I could see it. Tyler said, "I wonder if you could do TA on liquidity chart, LMAO." I feel like there's technical analysis for liquidity. John said, "We need some volume." Yes, we definitely need some volume. I'm liking the volatility too. Volume and volatility. I'm there, man. I might not trade it because I'm kind of a wuss. Like when the candle does one of these, where it's like moving and it looks really good, and then all of a sudden it starts doing this, like twitching really fast. I'm like sitting here, I'm like, oh gosh, I don't want to trade that. It literally, like, it starts like bouncing really fast, like up and then back down, and it's just like really quick, like clips, and I'm like, holy crap, this is getting spooky. Never in my life that I think that I would be looking at red and green lines on a computer screen and going, oh my gosh, this is so scary. Who does that? You know what I mean? But yeah, CAS looks good. It's holding above 10, which is great. Double digits looks good on CAS. Like I said, as soon as it gets above 14.4, you guys can start calling me names. Not that you don't already, but you can start calling me names maybe in the chat. Let's do that. Because I've been poo-pooing on CAS since back here, and I wanted it to make me a fool, and it's getting pretty dang close. What would suck is if it actually rejected off of this. That would be so sad. But so far it's doing great. Double digits. It's hanging in there, and it seems to have woken up, which is awesome. Avalanche is up 2.26% on the day, looking good. Had some kind of a ascending broadening thing going on here, triple top maybe, 1, 2, 3, and started breaking down. Found some support at 23.2, broke below that. Support at 22, came back above 23.2, broke below that. This was like the quick whiplash, like liquidity grabbing, liquidation event to like shake out bulls and bears, and it seems to have worked. Volume's increasing, which is nice. Momentum wave is sitting in the middle, so is the RSI. We'll see if the price action starts to pick up with the volume and volatility. Chainlink is up 2.22% on the day, currently trading at 1566. This also had that liquidity event. What's nice is we were like right here when it all started. You can see the green candle and then the red candle, and we came right back to the median, which is beautiful. Because you know somebody probably opened a short here, and then that came up here. They got scared, opened up a long, came down here. They got scared, opened up a short, and then they went right back to the middle, and they realized they could have just kept their short open and made break even at the very beginning. you know that happened to somebody. And those days suck when that happens. So that's why you don't force trades. Momentum wave chilling in the middle, so is the RSI. Everything looks good. This volatility picking up is very lovely. I'd be interested actually in seeing the Bollinger Bands on some of these. We'll probably do one on Bitcoin in a minute. Doge looks beautiful. Doge has this lovely falling wedge. It broke out of it bullish. Did a little retest with that crazy red bearish engulfing candle. Almost, not quite. Not quite bearish engulfing. There's a little bit of a gap right there. So it didn't quite make bearish engulfing. But that is, in my opinion, a breakout retest. Even if, especially if you went on the lower time frame. Beautiful. Breakout retest continuation. It looks pretty dang good to me. So we'll see what Doge does next. Honestly, this thing could run. This could run right now. And we talked about this. We did talk about this yesterday. I wanted it right here. It didn't quite play out, so I moved it down. I said I'm going to move this, and we're going to hope that it breaks out and does that. And seems like that might be happening. The momentum wave looks good. We got a unconfirmed green dot, which sent the price skyrocketing. And volume looks wonderful. Let's see if Doge can wake up. Up 7.24% on the day. Wow. Doge is killing it right now. I believe Doge has flipped Cardano on in the top 10 on CoinMarketCap. Polygon Matic Pole has kind of a wedge situation. We were in this descending channel, and it's just descending. And it found some support on this previous support line from April 20th, from 420. Very nice. 420 support line. Everybody needs a 420 support line. Volume is almost non-existent. RSI is pretty chill in the middle. So is a momentum wave. So we'll see if Polygon Matic Pole can get a little wake-up call here. I would love to see this thing get above like 30 cents to breathe a little bit of life into it, because right now it's looking a little bleak. You got a potential inverse head and shoulders here that seems to have rejected. So I don't know. Jury's out. We'll see what happens. Near is up 3.9% on the day. Near could come down further and still be bullish. It has this lovely trend line right here. So I would not be surprised to see it do one of these. And you know what? Even if it did this, again, that's a higher low across the board. That's an uptrend. The trend is your friend until the end. So we'll see what happens. Currently trading at 279. If it does break below 251, might be our holding point. But it could go down to 234 and still be a higher low. Polmatic is dead. Apparently so. It's because they changed their name 14 times, dude. Nobody even knows what they own anymore. You have to like transfer half of them or something and like bridge. I don't know. It's crazy. You have to swap your assets. Like, what are they doing? Chili's is up 4.7% on the day. Looking good. Chili's played out this beautiful move. And like I always joke about, I didn't trade it for some reason. We had a W, we had an M, we had a retest. I literally put this purple line here. Like, I think it was right here. Right here I said it's going to pull back to here. And it started to pull back, and it literally, like, to the exact decimal point. Touch that. Uh-oh, what did I just do? Okay. To the exact decimal point, touch the purple line as a little liquidity grab, and then it continued to the upside and hit our target of 5, and I don't know, I could not have, this is like probably my most prized call that I've ever made. It's only like 30 or so %, but I'm pretty proud of that. The accuracy is insane. But we got a lovely little retest of our purple legacy trend line, which goes all the way back to September 2023. We got below that for a quick second, and then it quickly corrected back above it, retested at the moment. As long as it holds above that, I'm going to be super duper happy. See if we can get to 5 again and establish some trading above that. John said Matic was over $3 when Bitcoin was at 69K. Now Bitcoin is at 105K and it's at 23 cents. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wrecked, honestly. Silver, a little bit choppy. MicroStrategy, a little bit dumpy. DXY, a little bit choppy. NASDAQ and S&P look the same. Bitcoin dominance 63.91. It does seem to be rejecting at 64. This might be the moment that altcoins finally start to wake up. We'll have to wait and see. Bitcoin is looking like it wants to close above that bearish engulfing, almost bearish engulfing candle. Volume is increasing across the board. Looking good. ETH is waking back up. Sol has been woken up. So is ADA. ADA's only up 1% though. XRP is up 2.4. SWI's up 1.5. Looking good. Looking good right now. We got 7 minutes until the daily close contest commences. Total 3. Let's go take a look at total 2. So total 2 is sitting below. We had this ascending broadening wedge. It broke below it, found support at 117, came back above it, got rejected at 122, and came back down for that liquidation candle. And then it broke below and it came all the way down to 115. I guess what I would want to see is it get back above the blue trend line. I want to see this close at 1.2. And then I'll be happy. We're at 1.19 right now. And then the total crypto market cap. Chewy, you got 6 minutes, my friend. Total crypto market cap. It's just ranging between 3.2 and 3.38. Not even then. 3.2 and 3.34. Is this going to be an ascending thingy? That would still technically be an ascending broadening wedge if it was just this. But I don't think it is. Let's go off the candle bodies. Yeah, I kind of like that. Let's keep that up there. See if that becomes relevant. Total 3, still looking good. Bitcoin still looking good. All right, let's do a quick update of our... Actually, let's go through the news. We got some news articles. This is very exciting. We now have perpetual trading on Cardano on-chain, like decentralized, via Strike Finance. So if you're interested, go check that out. You guys are probably familiar with him from last bull market, that Martini guy. I don't know why that's his name, but he tweeted the other day, less than 24 hours ago. He tweeted yesterday this compound thing, and I thought it was interesting because we just discovered the compound interesting. Abdullah said, how is the weekly Bitcoin close looking to you? It's looking good. It actually is looking good. It's at 105 right now. If it closes at 105, then that's going to be huge. And it does seem like we're heading up towards a new all-time high. Current all-time high is 109,588. And this is set up very nicely. But that Martini guy said if you make 1% per day, and this is compounding, that's 37.78x gain every year. If you start the year with 10K, you would finish every year with $378,800. A year later, you would have 14.3 million. All you need to get rich is a bit of money and a bit of discipline. He's not wrong. He's not wrong. He's starting with 10K and only making 1%. If you start with 50 and make 5% per day, within 6 months, you can have $300,000. Not financial advice. Obviously, it's not that easy. Otherwise, everyone would be doing it. It does take discipline, and I'm sure mistakes will be made. But we are trying this, so if you guys are interested in watching the disaster unfold, the description has a link to the Discord, and there's a channel in the Discord where you can watch it all. Where you can watch it all occur. We got Carl B. Menger posting on X. Fed caught quietly bailing out bond market with $43.6 billion injection. No buyers, no problem. The Fed just snapped up billions in treasuries, 8.8 billion in 30-year bonds in a single day, and 43.8 billion in total last week. The big print has just begun. Let's freaking go. We got Bitcoin whale increasing their 40x Bitcoin long position to $390 million. Liquidation price is 96.6. They said he 100% knows something. Interesting stuff. This was 20 hours ago, so this guy probably made buco bucks off of this move so far. Next, same thing, 96.6. We got Federal Reserve repo facility. I'm sorry, Federal Reserve's reverse repo facility is plummeting. Quantitative easing and money printing will start aggressively when this drains to zero. Bitcoin will explode. Hell yeah. CryptoFace said everyone is bearish because we had 3 bearish days last week. Everyone thinks next week we crash. They are wrong. Hell yeah. This is the momentum wave at work. CryptoFace's indicator is market cipher, and cipher B divergences, like I said, is just a free coded version of that. So I'm sure his has some key differences that are tweaked and stuff like that for proprietary code and all that stuff. But if you guys are interested in getting the free one, it's just Vu Manchu Cipher B Divergences. Make sure you guys smash the like button. I appreciate you guys for joining. We got less than 2 minutes remaining until the daily close contest. Coin Bureau, breaking new UK regulations mandate reporting all crypto transactions by 2026. Firms must report sender and recipient names, addresses, tax IDs, and full trade details, token type, quantity, GBP value, and timestamp. Non-compliance may incur fines up to €300 per user. This is insane. Good luck, UK. Good luck. Mustache posted, friendly reminder, Bitcoin has recently made a bullish cross weekly MACD. The last time this happened was in October 2024 and October 2023. Both times were followed by an insane rally for crypto. Probably nothing. All right, let's get to our chart. We got to go down to the 1 minute. Bitcoin is exploding to the upside. We got a big fat weekly big fat 4-hour candle. Currently trading at 105.898 and 97 cents. And I literally do not have my thing ready for the daily close. I knew I was forgetting something. Luckily, it doesn't take long to get ready because Index put it together, and he's an absolute Giga Chad, legendary mother effer who made it very simple for JJ's P-Brain. Okay, here we go. And let me move this over. All right, ladies and gentlemen, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. Tyler said, my mama said alligators are so angry because they have all those teeth and no toothbrush. Cash Oak said, what up, guys? What's going on, Cash Oak? All right, let's get this bad boy up. Is this going to work? Yes, it is. Let's go. All right, guys, daily close contest has begun. Bitcoin is currently trading at 105.922 and 47 cents. Get your guesses in now. It is completely free to play, and you have a chance to win $100 or $15 or bragging rights and a fun picture. Cash Oak said, in a good crow and algo long from this Wix on 15 minute. Very nice. Hope China don't kill me. Yeah, we'll have to see. We got, oh, what is it? It's like Taiwan and something else. Look at that. We just hit that liquidation. That liquidation line right there. That was a big one, too. Woo! And there's a lot in between here and here. This is full of liquidations. Let's go. Guys, get your guesses in for the daily close contest. The daily close contest has commenced. I'll put Chewy's in here since nobody else is participating right now. Chewy's guess is 106.66666. Very nice. Ooh, oh my gosh, guys. Bitcoin is currently trading at 106.290, oh, 272 even. It is getting spicy. I might just have to open up a YOLO long for the culture. Do it for the meme, you know what I mean? Mr. Roberts said, I'm late. Hello, JJ. Hello, good people. What's going on, Mr. Roberts? Mr. Roberts, I sent you a friend request on Discord, I think. We're not, apparently we're not friends. Also, if you could go in the description of this live stream and join the Discord that is linked towards the top, that would be cool. Look at this. It's overbought on the 1 minute time frame. 106, 260 even. Very nice. Abdullah coming in. ABDULLAH with 106, 500. We got Mr. Robbers. Mr. Robbers coming in with 106, 320. Tyler said, wait, you opened a long? LOL. I'll guess low now. I did not open a long. No, I'm thinking about it. I said I probably should. Tyler said, oh yeah, I read that already. Chewy was too early. Yeah, but I don't really care. I don't really care today. Chewy's a loyal member of the channel, so he gets to be early because I said so. Plus, he made that disgustingly bullish call on Arrow, and he was like super right on it. Look at this, man. All these liquidations are just getting destroyed right now. If we make it up to 106, 853, it's going to get so spicy. Any further guesses? Wait, now we got 3 entries for the daily close contest. We currently have 1 minute and 42 seconds remaining on the clock. And it's looking good. It is looking good. Private said highest weekly and daily close ever. For real? Is that for real? That means that all these are wicks on the daily? That's crazy. I gotta check that. That's sick. Mr. Roberts said, will do once I'm inside. I'm still burning a fire for no real reason. Ooh, that sounds so cozy, though. Cheers. Dremmer said, do mine not show off? I have not seen yours yet. Dremmer, you might have to see how Tyler put T, H, and C in his? You might have to do that. You got less than 60 seconds remaining, though, so make sure you do it quick. Just put letters in between your numbers. I'll be able to decipher it. We got Tyler's guess coming in with 106, 400.01. Billy said, JJ, what is with you converting the Horse Guy server? I never knew you were the creator. Yes, no, I'm not the creator of Horse Guy. I'm the creator of the server, though. There you go, Drummer. I got you. JREMR 106, 194.23. And then Timit with 106, 700. I did that the first time, but I don't know. Well, it worked. Oh, Timit actually retracted theirs. We got Manny Vera. Guys, less than 10 seconds remaining. Timit is changing theirs. Okay, 106, 374. All right, time's up. Let me get your change in, Timit. TEMIT 106, 520. All right, I like it. Cool, cool, cool. Yeah, Philly. So I created that server. That was the backup when Sis kind of went nutso. And all right, I got you, Philly. I'll get you in there. You got to stop doing this last second stuff, Philly. Next time I'm not gonna honor it. I'll do it this time though. Yeah. So when Sis kind of nuked FOMO, I created the new Discord, and I asked everybody. I was like, "Hey, do you mind if I convert it for the channel?" And they were like, "Sure, nobody cares." So I converted it, and then I'm in trouble. I got in trouble in the other one, so I just left. Tyler said, "No, that F's me, JJ." Yo, does it? Okay. All right, hold on. Let me sort it. Where's Philly? Yeah, Philly. Yeah, I'm sorry. You were late last time and you're trying to F somebody else. All right, let's see. 106, 194, 106, 320. Okay. If it wasn't so close, I would have allowed it, but because it was like controversial, give him 450. I can't change his answer just randomly. That's weird. All right, I'll do 450 then. I'll just do that. What is it? 106, 450? You guys are gay. All right. Let's see. Market's getting spicy. Bitcoin currently trading at 106,469, nice, and 35 cents. We got Chewy coming in with 106,666.66. We got Temet coming in with 106,520 even. We got Abdullah coming in with 106,500 even. We got Tyler Yetzer coming in with 106,400 even. Oops, I gotta sort this again. I'm sorry. We got Philly coming in with 106,450. We got Tyler coming in with 106,401 penny. We got Manny Vera coming in with 106,374. We got Mr. Roberts coming in with 106,320. We got Dremmer coming in with 106,194 and 23 cents. Very nice. Billy said, JJ, dude, you can't cut me off again. Billy, you keep missing the time. And then when you do get in, if I try to allow it, you're screwing somebody. It's a very controversial scenario that's unfolding every day. I'm already at the top of everyone's shit list. Give me a break. I'm just trying to be nice. Let me in, bro. You're in. You're in, damn it. Mr. Roberts said, JJ, do you get 93.3 FM radio? Check that shit. I don't know. What is it? Is it Dave and Chuck the Freak? Because my Dave and Chuck is on a different station, but I know that they're like across the entire country. If that's what you're talking about, then that's freaking awesome. Tremor said Philly should guess the cutoff, LOL. I don't know what that means. Man, I should have done that stupid YOLO long, dang it. I'm not doing nothing now. I'm sitting on my hands. I'm waiting for the daily close. Manny Vera said Bitcoin moving. Yes, it absolutely is, guys. We got 1 minute and 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Bitcoin currently trading at 106,476 and 95 cents. If it closes right here, 476, then Philly would be the winner. Very interesting stuff. Spicy indeed. 106,408. It is now in Tyler's court. 106,408 and 7 cents. The cutoff time? Cutoff time is 8. Yeah, Philly's guess. Philly, you got to get your guess in on time tomorrow. Philly said, Tyler, if my switched guess wins, I'm going to laugh so hard. Right? Wouldn't that be freaking hilarious? That would be poetry, man. 106,406 and 19 cents. This is it. This is the candle that determines the fate of our winner. 106,383 and 36 cents. Mr. Roberts said, I just found it. I don't know who it is, but it's banging. Okay. 23 cents or 23 seconds. 106,502. Here it is. Who is this? Abdullah? 15 seconds remaining. 533. Temet is now in the lead. It's heading towards Chewy's. 498. Oh, now it's Philly. Oh, shit. 6 seconds remaining on the clock. Oh, here we go. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Holy shit. Ladies and gentlemen, the daily close for Bitcoin, 106,454 and 26 cents, making Philly Driver our winner. Congratulations, Philly, on your victory, ladies and gentlemen. Spam the bananas in the chat for Philly. Congratulations. That's freaking hilarious. Philly's guess was 106,450 even. Congratulations, Philly, on your victory. Daily close, 106,454 and 26 cents. That is too freaking funny. That is too funny, man. Oh, congratulations, Philly. Dang. All right, let's get this thing off the damn screen. What are the odds? What are the odds of that happening? Tyler's like, that's my guess. I made that guess for him. He's got no penis prize, damn it. He gets every penis prize. Ladies and gentlemen, let me add Philly to the winner's Google Doc first before I do anything. I don't want to get too excited. Philly is slowly but surely making a name for himself in the contest. Currently, I believe, with 2 wins this year. That is correct. Philly is now on the board with 2 gains so far. Ladies and gentlemen, can I get a drum roll, please? The winner of today's Daily Close contest on May 18th, 2025, Mr. Philly Driver with a guess of 106,450 even, and an actual daily close of 106,454 and 26 cents, and his prize is a corn on the cob. Congratulations, Philly, on your victory. Enjoy your corn on the cob. Now let's see if we can get this corn cobbing. Let's freaking go. Billy, you don't get to request your prize. You get this prize. It's completely against your will. And if you don't take it, then we just shove it down your throat. Very violent. And somehow legal. Looks like a giant yellow bagger. John hasn't witnessed the daily close in quite some time. He's got a lot of catching up to do. There's a lot of lore, John. There's a lot of lore that you've missed. Billy, you don't get to pick your prize. Eat the damn corn. Look at it. It's got like a spiral effect. It's ribbed for her pleasure. it's kerneled for her pleasure. Oh shit. That's great. All right, let's finish our news articles. Bitcoin is chilling at 106,431 and 36 cents. Congratulations, Philly, on your victory. Enjoy your prize. $4.26 away, by the way. 4/26 is my birthday. That's pretty freaking sick. This is our good sir, Colin Talks Crypto. Go check him out on X. He is a absolute genius. Philly, you're gonna get in trouble. You don't talk shit about corn. Not in my goddamn chat. All right, we got a global M2 versus Bitcoin zoomed in update. Finally, we are currently sitting at Bongo Cat numero uno, or maybe dos. Maybe this is the first one. Yeah, we'll call it numero dos, and we're hopefully getting ready to blast to the upside towards Bongo Cat numero tres, which would be a lot of fun. And then we'll probably chop and be boring and maybe take a little dip to $122,000 and everybody will poop their pants. Like, oh my gosh, Bitcoin's going to zero because it's at 122,000 instead of 150 or whatever, which is pretty hilarious. Corn is a chicken of vegetables. Corn is pretty delicious. I'm slowly realizing that I'm like a corn maximalist because all of the cereal that I like is corn cereal. Well, no, that's not true. I guess it's like majority of the cereal that I thoroughly enjoy on a frequent basis is corn based. What is Frosted Flakes? Or I know Frosted Flakes is corn. I'm sorry. Apple Jacks. Is it corn or rice? It is corn. What? Corn and flour? Vegetable oil, dried apples. The first one is corn flour blend. Yeah. My entire life apparently revolves around corn, which is weird. I never knew that. Billy said, Tyler, dude, don't hate me, bro. He said corn sucks. Shove my balls? 6/12, my birthday. Nice. That makes you a Gemini, doesn't it? Interesting. Very interesting. Okay, next we got Treasury Secretary Bessett says we are going to grow the GDP faster than the debt growth, and that will stabilize the debt to GDP. Hell yeah, let's freaking go. We got a Coinfessions. This was crazy. Pretty new to crypto, somebody said. And got lucky with a meme and ran $7K to $700,000. Cashed out and feel good. That's freaking crazy. Mr. Roberts coming in with a $10 super chat. Thoroughly appreciate that, Mr. Roberts. Absolute legend. Thank you very much for the $10 super chat. Tyler said, Mr. Rob. So yeah, this Coinfession was insane. I can't imagine being new to crypto and just aping 7K into a meme coin. So scared money don't make no money. This kid killed it. I'm assuming they're a kid. They're probably on the younger side. It seems like they're getting younger and younger, the people coming into crypto. But absolute legend, Giga Chad move. You got to respect it. What a guy. We got Michael Saylor, more than likely buying more Bitcoin tomorrow, which is exciting. Cashoke said, imagine I have two runners longs on my hands here. LOL. Cashoke Casper over here. Crow could say peace out to below 10 cents. LOL. Yeah, they got good marketing. I will give them that. We got Justin Treasury Secretary Bessett says the U.S. is doing peace deals and trade deals and tax deals. Nice. I think we knew that already. He also said the U.S. does not want to decouple from China, but wants to open markets and restore balance. We'll continue trading with China, especially in non-strategic goods and at lower tariff levels. Very nice. Let's freaking go. Trump says India is willing to cut 100% of their tariffs for the United States. Very cool. This individual said tomorrow we officially enter alt season. The market is set to go parabolic next week and altcoins will pump 200x. Buy low caps today equals become a millionaire in 2025. Excuse me. Here's what I'm buying ahead of the biggest bull run in history. I do think that we are entering the biggest bull run in history, and I'm super excited. And then this last one, Mr. Crypto said Bitcoin dominance is testing the daily 50-week moving average. I don't know how it's daily 50-week. That doesn't make any sense, but okay. A rejection here could be very bullish for altcoins. Let's freaking go. And that was it. Philly, enjoy your coin. Bitcoin currently trading at 106.912 and 29 cents. Let's freaking go. Tyler said, JJ, those 20x longs may play out very well if we break all-time highs. Institutions going to FOMO or dump tomorrow? That's the real question. The credit rating everyone was tripping about, and apparently nobody cares, which is kind of hilarious. That, or maybe they do care, and they're fleeing to crypto, which is even better, honestly. Our momentum wave is getting pretty spicy over here. So is the RSI. We are almost overbought on the 4-hour time frame. Ooh, we got Philly coming in with $10 and 1 penny. He said I beat his super chat by a penny. You would have to actually do the math for Canadian to American. I think it's pretty close though. But let's freaking go. Thank you very much, Philly. Appreciate that. Look at Bitcoin go. Ooh, the corn is working. Let's go, guys. The corn lubed up with some butter. A big fat slab of butter on that bad boy. Tyler said, don't question 50-week daily. It's right 60% of the time, all the time. I like my favorite are the people with the crazy indicators. And then they act like you're crazy for not knowing them. They're like, do you not have any Gann forks drawn on your chart? What the hell? How do you even trade without them? And I'm like, what are you talking about? Where, hold on. Wait a minute, there's an indicator for head and shoulders? What is that for? Where's the thing? There's fib speed resistance fan. The Gann fan. These things crack me up, dude. What does this even do? What is it for? It's so crazy to me. Maybe it's really good and I'm just an asshole, but it just looks like a crazy rainbow. Dang. So far, Bitcoin is topped out right now at 107, 108, and 62 cents. Let's freaking go. Mr. Roberts said, I think the Moody's downgrade on Friday helped pump the weekend bags. Hell yeah. Yeah, dude, this weekend has been pretty intense so far. Tyler said 107. Temet said 107. All right, let's do a quick update of our portfolio. Really quick, our 1K to 10K Grok portfolio took a big fat dump. It is still in profit, though. It is now in profit $4. It's doing better than it was yesterday. We got Render, Sol, Fetch, Proppy, and ADA holding it up. Shib, Ondo, Doge, Near, and Aptos dragging her down. Next, we got our Memecoin portfolio, which is killing it still. Up $87 at the moment. We get a little inverse head and shoulder action. Sometimes these charts are easier to read than the other ones. SNEK is still sitting at the bottom here. Everything else pretty down. I think Giga's in profit now, $7. Pepe is in profit $91, and Width is in profit $116. Freaking killing it. And then last but not least, my favorite and the best performer so far, most consistent, up $205.92. The narrative portfolio, another inverse head and shoulders present in the chart. Every single coin on this bad boy has been in profit for quite some time. VeChain, the least amount, $6.21. Mana, $23.40. Fetch, $32. Tau, $46. And Pepe, $98. This portfolio is made up of one meme coin, one gaming coin, one artificial intelligence coin, one real-world asset coin, and one decentralized physical infrastructure coin. Paul C said, add Kendu to the meme portfolio. I don't know if we can add stuff. I think the idea is to let it ride. But that's not a bad concept. What we could technically do is take some profits on something else. Like we could sell $100 worth of WIF and put $100 into Kendu. I actually wouldn't be opposed to that. Mr. Robert said, hey, Giovanni. Paul C said, add Kendu. Giovanni said, who won the daily close? I stepped out. Also, $107,000 Bitcoin. Let's go. Billy actually won today. Billy guessed, and he was $6 above Tyler, but he was like 2 seconds late. So I wasn't going to include him, and Tyler said, give him $50 ahead of mine, which was 106,450, and I did that, and it closed at 106,450, 426, and Philly freaking won, which is hilarious. That's literally like Tyler memed himself. Jay Shear said, hey family, what's going on, Jay Shear? Tyler said, all-time high tomorrow, calling it now, let's freaking go. Mr. Robert said, sup Jay? Jay said, yo yo. All right, let's go take a look at Kendu on Dex Screener. We made a call on this not too long ago, and it has been absolutely killing it. I forget which one. The one on base? I think it was the one on base, wasn't it? No. Oh, can I just... Hang on. I feel like an idiot now. This is the one anyway. Sweet. Look at that. Ooh, it freaking went up to 141. Let's freaking go. Dude. Is this even the right one? I don't even think this is even the right one. Where is it? It should be in here, shouldn't it? History? Can I click on history? I can't. Oh, I can. Okay. Goat, Moodang, Diarrhea, Banana, Jelly, Fart Coin, Pulse X, Trump, Fart Coin 2. There's a sequel? Alright, yeah, I don't think I have it. I mean, it's got to be the one that I clicked on then, right? Am I crazy? Mr. Barber said, what the F? Alright, let's go take a look. Bitcoin, 106,585. Getting a little baby pullback. Paul C said, ETH. They have a wormhole where you can just buy one base, Sol, and ETH. Okay. Maybe that's what it was then. No? What in the world is going on? It's altogether affecting market cap. Yeah, I'm aware. That's so nice when that's a thing as well. I can't remember which one it was. I gotta favorite it when I find it. I'm assuming it's just this one, because this one has lines on the chart. I thought for sure I drew one of these though, didn't I? Maybe not. Yeah, dude, this one's been freaking shredding. We called 29, and it didn't quite make it there the other day. And it's sitting at 37 right now. Let's freaking go. Giovanni said pumpy. 106.6, very nice. Tyler said if we range at 106 overnight, we're breaking all-time high tomorrow. Yeah, I can see it. If you guys are interested in following along, I am doing a compound trading challenge. And if you guys want to join the Discord, in the description. If you go in the description, right here, join the Discord, and you guys can watch the disaster unfold. It's pretty entertaining so far. But in the Discord, we got a compound trading challenge channel, which I've been posting all of my updates, all of my trades. As of right now, the window is, or the table is showing that I think I'm on day 3 or 4. My closing balance should be 60 bucks. I think I'm at 66 right now, which puts me at day 5 or 6. So I haven't done any trades today. Been just kind of sitting on my hands. Yeah, 66.45. So we're doing pretty good so far. If you guys want to follow along, watch along, feel free to join. It's been a lot of fun so far. Let me check the chat. Mr. Roberts said we have the May weekend off up here too tomorrow. Anyone else not working tomorrow? I am going to work tomorrow. Giovanni said we're actually killing the compound challenge so far. A couple days ahead. Let's freaking go. Yeah, dude, it's been fun. It's a lot of fun for sure. I'm excited. I'm excited to become a a quarter millionaire. You know what I mean? All right, let's see. Jay Shear said not trading till Tuesday. I'm gonna see what tomorrow looks like. I might take a risk or two. I gotta send my fiance money for toilet paper. Cash App like makes me put a note now, so I've just been putting the most obscure shit for when I do my taxes. Right now I put doo-doo paper, but I'll put like random shit like boobs and poop. Just like gross things, just so that way when hopefully over time it's like a form of protest, and they'll be like, well, we have to stop asking people to put reasonings because they're just putting nonsense. I don't know. I've just assumed because I've sent her so much money via Cash App, they're like, you have to tell us why you're sending her money now. Like, why is it any of your freaking business? It's called Cash App, not Bank App. Kiss my ass. Tyler said, can I jump in at 200? I've been busy. You can do whatever the hell you want, Tyler. All right, let's see. We're coming down a little bit. Getting a little baby wick. I've thought about that a couple of times with the stupid JJ thinks boobs are gross. He's gay. When did I say gross? I said obscure. Who pays for boobs? Mr. Roberts said I'll be trading tomorrow. Free day from work. Nice. Dude, what was it? Was it Saturday? There was something, a big move happened, and I couldn't trade for some reason. I don't remember. There was something really funny that happened, and I was like, damn. Jay Shear said, join us, Tyler. Giovanni said, started at 95, now at 144. Hell yeah. Do it, Tyler. Do it. Giovanni's being Palpatine in the chat. My favorite thing so far, I have all of these freaking giant windows for the daily close, or for the compound trading thing, and it just shows you what your ending balance should be. And my degenerate brain is like, what if I just threw $100 at it, and then we're sitting at 160 or whatever? I could technically skip ahead to day, what day would it be? Day 24 or day 25, you know what I mean? But that's not the point. The point is to compound trade your way up. But I have thought about it. I'm like, well, I could just get a head start on this and make it take less time. That would be nice. But I'm just going to wait. I'm going to wait and chill and do it the way that I've intended from the beginning. But it has legit been a lot of fun so far. Highly recommend. Tyler said boobs and poop, saying gross things. There's a comma, though. And you're also implying that I either like and hate, or one or the other. It's not as black and white. It's not as boobs and poop as you're saying. That's called stupid or gambling, JJ. Yeah. Scared money don't make no money. That's my favorite excuse. All right, Bitcoin 106,497 and 49 cents. Market's a little bit red still. I'm wondering why we're pumping right now. Like, we got that whale news, that guy that allegedly has that monster long position. Has he closed his position? That is my question. Where is it? Hold on. Right here, this guy, the Bitcoin whale, increased their long position to 390 million. This was like 24 hours ago. Their liquidation was 96.6. This gigantic 2.47. What was their leverage? It was a 40x long position. And this is about 21 hours ago. So we got 4, 8, 16, 20. So from here, let's just call it from here. If they did it from here and they close right now, 3 times 40, that's 120%. So they've just doubled their money. That's freaking crazy. What is it, $390 million position, and they just made a casual 400 million. Damn, that's insane. What a freaking legend. That's what I mean. Like, I'm such a degenerate that if I had $1 million or a couple $1 million, instead of buying spot, I would be like, what if I just did like a 2x? What if I just did like a 2x and it just went up for forever, and then my dumbass would get liquidated at like during the bear market? Tyler said we're pumping because bears are getting wrecked. It is pretty satisfying when bears get wrecked. Like, you got to think, you're like, I don't want people to lose money, but technically the bears getting wrecked is karma because they're betting on people losing money. So Mr. Roberts said, JJ, I'm bragging here for sure, but I grabbed puts at end of day Friday on SPY. The Moody's downgrade was not expected, but I'm giddy for sure. Hell yeah, that's freaking awesome. You should be allowed to brag. Brag all day, man. If you make a killer fucking trade, you should let everybody know. People should be honoring our disgusting victors. The ridiculously large amount of money that we're about to make. It's going to be interesting to see where it opens. Let's actually go. Let's just go look. Should I go look? Am I going to ruin the surprise? After an hour stock market. I never know where to look. I'm sure I can look on Robinhood or something. I always click on the wrong stupid thing too. This thing says the S&P is down 0.71%. Okay. Why doesn't that seem that bad? Am I stupid? See, I don't know if I'm even looking at the right thing. Tyler said, yo, rest of market, where you at? Check ES for sure. ES for sure. Okay, let's get back to Bitcoin. 106,319. Okay, S&P 500. I'm breaking it. It's broken. Here we go. Overnight, yeah, it's down. It's down 0.71. Nice. Well, I guess not nice, but how come the S&P 500 is only 2.13% real estate? They know something's going on. I'm so freaking... I've been waiting for this stupid housing market crash for like 15 years. Billy said that's what most of my hodls are. 2x, nice. Yeah, I like the really low leverage, like forever longs. There's never gonna be anything more satisfying than that to me. What was I gonna say? I was talking about the housing market. Look at Pinling's up after the close. That's nice. Let's freaking go. I was gonna say something. The housing market we were talking about. And then I looked at something I don't remember. I'm never going to remember. Oh, well. Oh, the stock market. Roblox has been absolutely shredding to the upside. And my dumbass months ago was like, I'm going to buy some Roblox. And then I never did. And now it's up like 2x. I'm pretty sure it was like down here. I was like, I'm going to buy some Roblox. And now, I don't know. I'm just a freaking moron. Hopefully it does one of these. Dang, could you imagine getting in that wick? Ooh, that would have been so sick. What happened there? What even was that? February 2020. That was in February? What the hell happened? Alts, please wake up. Dang. Oh no, the corn. The corn. Don't get the corn in the chart, bro. Billy, come get your damn corn. Giovanni said, why Roblox? It's fucking damn good game. So the reason why I even know about Roblox, my daughter plays Roblox, obviously, and she's been playing it for forever. And me, being a father, I was like, is there chat in this game? I want to like check this out, because if there's chat, that's bad news. And I'm trying everything in the chat. I'm trying swear words. I'm like trying to type in phone numbers, stupid shit. Everything gets bleeped out, and I'm like, this is nice as fuck. Like, they actually properly, it seems, made it safe for kids, which is awesome. And as far as I'm aware, that's probably the first, and maybe still to this day, the only company that has successfully, in my opinion, up to my standards, made a safe environment for kids to play online, like, without supervision, which is crazy. Plus, it's just universal. It's I don't know what they've done. People enjoy it, even though it looks like blocks. They don't always have to look like blocks. There's like games with like really nice rendering and graphics and stuff like that, and like crazy story. Like literally anything you could ever think of or imagine, somebody can make that in Roblox. It's just crazy. Tyler said, I heard the complete opposite. Get out. Are you for real? I was impressed. This was years ago, so it might have changed for all I know. Who knows? You don't remember Roblox, bro? What do you mean I don't remember? I just couldn't think of the stock story. Um, so what was I? Oh yeah, Fortnite. I don't know if are they even publicly traded? Epic Games. Okay, no, they are not. Interesting. So Fortnite, if they went public, that might be huge. Epic Games. I know Steam's private too, aren't they? That's interesting stuff. I never really thought about any of that. Fortnite has the AI Darth Vader, and everyone's making it everyone's making it do stuff. They've gotten it to like swear, they've gotten it to be racist, they've gotten it to like tell somebody off. It's like they're making it just like do the craziest stuff. It's ridiculous. I'm like, damn, these kids are gonna cause freaking Terminator. Um, let's see. Bitcoin kind of chilling out. Let's go refresh our liquidation heat map, see where we're at. Go to symbol, go to 12 hour. Get a little zoom. Yeah, see, we took all of that out. There was too much liquidity sitting there for them to not take it. Let's see, 117.90, so that's 200 million, 300, 400, 520, 600, 750, 800. That's $1 billion. That's $1 billion right there. They liquidated $1 billion in shorts. $1 billion. Wow. So next below we got 105.711. Get rid of this. No, not the corn. Get rid of that. And that. And then up above we got 107.169. I wonder if they're going to do the same thing, if they're just going to whiplash straight down and scare some folk. Because they already did it. They did it right here. Quick pump up, quick blast down, quick pump up. Are they going to do a quick blast down? I don't know. It's going to be interesting market open. Is it Hong Kong and Taiwan? Let me look it up again. Let me see. In EST, the Asian stock markets open. Tokyo is 8 p.m. EST, and then Shanghai and Hong Kong are 9:30, and Shenzhen. Korea's 8 p.m. Singapore is 9 p.m. Okay. So from 8 p.m., 9, and 9:30, those are all three decent times for maybe some volatility based on these miscellaneous stock exchanges. Let's ask Grok some questions. Do you think that the Moody's credit rating decrease for the US is going to be bearish for crypto tomorrow? I cannot type crypto. Crypto? For okay, let's see what we got. 9:45, the ninja arrows come out. Nice. 8:31 at the moment. Bitcoin is currently trading at 105,933 and 27 cents. Congratulations, Philly, once again on your victory for the daily close contest. Enjoy your corn, my friend. The impact of Moody's downgrade of the U.S. credit rating from AAA to AA1 on the cryptocurrency market tomorrow is uncertain and depends on multiple factors. Okay, let's get to the TLDR conclusion. The Moody's downgrade could introduce bearish pressure on crypto tomorrow due to potential risk-off sentiment, higher treasury yields, and broader market volatility as seen in some immediate crypto price drops and cautious ex-posts. However, the impact may be muted if markets view the downgrade as symbolic, and some investors might see it as bullish for crypto as a hedge against fiat weakness and reflected in optimistic X sentiment. Given the mixed signals, a cautious approach is warranted. Crypto may dip, but could also stabilize or recover quickly if broader markets remain resilient. For real-time updates, monitor crypto price action and treasury yields when markets open. If you're trading, consider setting stop losses to manage volatility and as suggested by an ex-user advising caution. Stop loss is your best friend. It seems like a pain in the ass, high maintenance thing, but when you mitigate liquidation, you will be thanking yourself immensely for setting that stop loss. Even if you're trading with a decent chunk of change, a stop loss can literally like save your life. If you keep hitting stop loss every time you open up a trade, that's just the high maintenance reality of trading, in my opinion. If you use a stop loss, if you are truly treating it like gambling, then do your own thing. None of this is financial advice. Everyone has their own way of trading. That's just my 2 cents on the matter. We got some 2% or higher losses across the board at the moment. Cash Oak said crypto mining has been too quiet. Trump's son partnering with Hut 8, and I'm sure that all the Middle East deals they have to looking to upgrade mining. Yeah. I'm not going to sit here and pretend like Trump saying the stock market's going to go up is a lie, or Eric Trump telling people to buy ETH and him actually buying ETH and all that stuff is just like some weird front for them to like short. None of that makes any sense. It's so much easier to manipulate the markets up than down. So it just doesn't make sense. And it's what's even more funny is people always talk about how petty the Trumps are, and I kind of enjoy pettiness personally. So now imagine this. You have like a slew of people who despise you to no end. They refuse to listen to anything that you say. What do? What's the best way to get back at them? You just tell everyone on the planet, you're like, the stock market's going to go up, buy crypto. The people that hate you are like, he's manipulating everything. Don't buy that. You're going to get rugged. Look at his meme coins, a scam. This, all these different problems. The people that actually pay attention and maybe just respect the person a little bit, or like the loyal followers, all that crap, they're going to listen. They're going to buy some stocks. They're going to buy some crypto. And then you reward the people that respect your word by pumping the prices up, doing exactly what you set out to do. And the people that didn't listen, the people that were just like blindly hating you for no freaking reason, or for whatever weird reason, I don't know, who cares? It's politics. They're all assholes. But the people that hate you get screwed, and then they look like idiots and assholes when they're like, it's market manipulation, insider trading. My favorite part of the insider trading argument is it can't be insider trading if everybody was told about it. How is that insider trading? Everyone knew. There's no inside. It's outsider trading. It's informer trading. We've been informed. Mr. Roberts said, I think a credit rating decrease for the U.S. is only a plus for Bitcoin. All countries' fiat will need to find a balance with Bitcoin, and we're not even close to the percentage that Bitcoin will take. If we even get 15% of fiat into Bitcoin, we're all rich. I agree. My favorite concept that I've like kind of been sculpting here is that Bitcoin was worth so much more than what it was valued at last bull market. We got this. This was people buying, taking profits, buying, taking profits, and then institutions stepped in. They started loading up. They started advertising. They started talking about buying crypto. It exploded. It reached its previous all-time high. Now it's reaching fair valuation. We got a little shakeout right here. Continuation of the upside. This is, in my opinion, at this very moment in time in history, without retail even present in the space, this is what Bitcoin should be valued at. $105,000, probably more even. But That's what it is. These institutions with millions and billions of dollars, they're not stupid. They're not going to buy this for the price to go down and get liquidated. Like, they're not idiots or assholes. There's a reason why they have way more money than you or I will ever even, like, be able to, like, mentally imagine in our lifetime. They know how to play the game, and follow the money is a saying because it's true, because it works. Look at this fractal. This absolutely insane fractal. If Bitcoin is on this trajectory, this way more bullish trajectory, how do I even, what is it, this? Imagine if we did that. What if we just got a straight up candle up to 130K like tomorrow? Wow. But I feel like Bitcoin has reached fan valuation. I feel like alts are catching up. And I feel like this bull market is going to be crazy. And it corresponds, or not corresponds, it relates to the extended market diminishing returns concept. And I don't even know if the diminishing returns can apply yet, honestly. And maybe I'm just crazy. Maybe it's like some bullish derangement syndrome where I just think that everything's too pumpy. I'm still of the belief that we're not bullish enough. We have no idea how high the price is going to go, and it's going to be insane. It's going to be crazy. Bitcoin right now at the current price, at the current valuation, is sitting less than 5%, less than 4%, less than 4% of its previous all-time high, current all-time high. That's a big number. Jayshu said that chart is wicked. That chart is like unintentionally uber bullish. Where did it go? Oh, I thought it was this one. Oh yeah, it is. I don't even know what I took to put this on here. I think it was this right here. See this little hump? Let me zoom in a little bit more. That little hump right there. I was like, what if that's where we're at? Because we're kind of got a little hump thing going on right now. But it's like not little, it's quite large. I was like, what if that's that? And I pulled it and I stretched it and I made it enormous, and it literally sends Bitcoin up to $850,000, which would be freaking crazy. But if that does happen, then I want a fractal Farquad crown. Cash Oak said Casper and CryptoFace had some good takes with the 2-week green dots and the monthly green dots printing. Oh yeah, I'll have to check them out. I've never watched Casper, but CryptoFace, I'm hit or miss with CryptoFace. I don't like how much he charges for his indicator, but he seems like the right amount of like cocky asshole. You know what I mean? Like the I don't really give a fuck about anybody or anything. This is my information that I've presented. If you don't like it, I don't like, who fucking cares? I respect that. I do. So I might have to start watching him. But I definitely should, just to get a little more insight on his indicator. Billy said JJ 500K by next cycle, or still too soon? I have no freaking clue. My little bearish, little pussy ass brain is looking for 120K. If we hit that, I'll be happy. That's not me like, I'm going to take all my profits and run away at 120K. I'm not going to do that. I have a dollar amount that I want, and then when I hit that dollar amount, I don't know. Maybe I'll liquidate everything, start over. Maybe I'll take half. Who knows? Archangel said, hey JJ, what's going on, Archangel? Thomas said, what would you do now if you would sit big in cash, now 100% sidelined? It depends on how much cash. I'd probably buy a house. But 100% sidelined? No, I'm a degenerate gambler. So I would definitely be DCAing no matter what. Because your worst case scenario, you're going to have to wait 3 or 4 years to reach these valuations again. Depending on the asset that you invest in. Not financial advice. No, it's just my 2 cents. Cashoke said, once they start to mention a halving in 2028, it's gonna giga candle. Yeah, I didn't even realize we're only 3 years away from that. That's kind of crazy. 500K cash. Yeah, I'd buy a house. I would buy a house in a heartbeat. They're saying there's gonna be a housing market crash though, but that's just me. 500K is a lot of damn money. Um, we have some portfolios established. The narrative portfolio is doing really, really well. And I feel like it's going to continue to do so because it's literally just built off of specific narratives. What we did is we went to Coin Market Cap, and I would never one clip my entire dry powder bag into a portfolio. I would DCA no matter what. I'm still doing that. I have dry powder myself, and I've just been slowly sprinkling it in every Friday, sometimes Saturday or Sunday. Sundays are really good days because usually you get pretty decent red days on Sundays. But for the narrative portfolio, we just went to categories, and we went to the popular ones. I went to real world assets, gaming, DPIN, AI, and meme coins. And I picked one within the top 5, top 10. And then out of each one, we just picked something. All the way down the board. And for whatever reason, that very well diversified portfolio, I guess, has just been shredding. This was a $500 investment. It's up 193 bucks, and this is like in the middle of everything else being very sideways and choppy. Every single asset's in profit. Some more than others, but this thing is kind of blowing my mind. Memecoin portfolio also, now this one's way more volatile. I don't think I would ever invest 500K into meme coins, depending on the meme coin. I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased. I have a irresponsibly enormous large amount of SNEK, so maybe me saying that doesn't make any sense. But this thing, it was doing the worst. It was down really, really far, and it out of nowhere started outperforming our 1K to 10K portfolio immensely. And this portfolio's only got 2 meme coins. The rest of them are like utility coins suggested by Grok. So I don't know. It just kind of goes to show where people put their money. It's kind of crazy. Let's go check out our Fear and Greed. We're at 71 today. Interesting. Okay. Are we topped out maybe? Bitcoin 105,587 and 11 cents. Archangel said, doing good, enjoying profits on XRP and waiting for ETH and Swede to pump back up. Very nice. Yeah, dude, Swede's been killing it, absolutely shredding to the upside. Look at this volatility, though. These engulfing candles. A lot of people are getting screwed on these candles. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, that's why you gotta be careful, especially on the weekends, man. Weekends are crazy. Thomas said, fair enough, bro. Thank you, Thomas, for stopping by. Tyler said, you have dry powder? My powder is wet AF. Mr. Roberts said, Thomas, 500K is a unicorn this cycle. Sell at 10K intervals from here on if you have a good bag, bro. I think he was saying he had 500K. Tyler said, I got 0 dry. Did you see your Discord? I have not yet. Billy said, okay, exactly who said there was going to be a housing market crash? Everybody. I have stuff that I've shown. Let me show you. In my, and I'm, X is not a good source because it's very, it's very much an echo chamber based on the stuff that you linger on. But I got a couple of posts. Let me just find the two. This one right here. This one's my favorite because I hate spec builders, spec houses. I'm sure that people make good money, whatever, but not for me. We got home builder sentiment plummeting to the lowest level in 13 years for the month of May. The last time sentiment was this low, it was the 2007 through 2012 housing collapse. Builders are reporting very low traffic, increased use of price cuts, and are giving sales incentives on over 60% of listings. Meanwhile, we have the highest level of spec builder inventory on the market since 2009. Bad news for people who want home prices to go up. Good news for prospective buyers. Things are about to get cheaper. And that's all alleged. And then there was one more just before that. Right here. U.S. housing market has reached its most unaffordable level in history. 2006 bubble, 2025 bubble. That doesn't mean that's going to happen. We've just been seeing perpetual growth over time. So who knows if this is ever going to come down. But I would love to see it come down personally. For my own personal sanity, I would love to purchase a freaking home. But we'll see what happens. Bitcoin chilling. Congratulations, Philly, once again. Archangel said Bitcoin pumping today. Doesn't make sense. What do you think will happen tomorrow when the market's open? I do not know, actually. It kind of makes sense because you could make the argument of Bitcoin being a risk-averse asset. People want out of currencies, like different countries' currencies, so Bitcoin is a hedge. That's the word. Bitcoin is a hedge against that stuff. And the Moody's rating decrease for the U.S. was bad news for maybe the stock market, but could be good news for safer investments like Bitcoin, which seems more and more like it's potentially becoming seen as a safer investment. Philly said 500K this cycle. I don't see it. I don't think that that's what was being said. Let me see. Tyler said if we go back to 104, 103, I'm going to cry. Yeah. We might. It looks like it might happen. You got to pay yourselves, guys. You got to pay yourselves. Not financial advice. This is why I don't leave trades open that long unless they're really low leverage. Little baby trades. Because, kind of a wuss. Like babysit my trades too. But anyways, guys, this is where I'm going to love and leave you, I think. Appreciate you guys all for stopping by. I think we're only like 21 subscribers away from 1K, which is freaking awesome. You guys are absolute legends. I love and appreciate every single one of you guys. Tyler said if Bitcoin is coming down, why aren't alts pumping? Tremor said I prepared tiers already. I'm just sitting on my hands waiting. I might open up a short and see if the market rebounds. But anyways, I'm a little bit hungry, so I'm gonna go eat some food. I appreciate you guys for stopping by. Archangel said 1K awesome. Yeah, I'm super stoked for 1K. It's gonna be a fun time. We're gonna have to do a special stream, a 1K subscriber stream. It's gonna be a big one, a big one. So, we break an all-time high tomorrow? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Anyways, guys, as always, and hopefully this ends up being the case. If Bitcoin starts to do anything crazy, I will hop back on. Otherwise, I will see you all tomorrow. I appreciate you guys for joining. Happy Sunday. I don't know. Congratulations, Philly. And I'll see y'all tomorrow. Good night.